What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Got a new model in from Kansept to check out with you guys. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, we have the Deadite here. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not 100% sure if I'm being honest with you. 80s camo carbon. Love to see that Kansept is using this. I wish more companies would do that. I think it's a very fun, exciting option, but of course they have more muted, toned down items if you don't love the 80s camo carbon like I do. Titanium bolsters. You have a flipper tab with thumb stud deployment. Titanium on the back spacer. Does have a titanium pocket clip. I believe Kansept is still using all steel. Yep. Mm, nope, just in the pivot. So titanium hardware, that or the coating is just messing with that magnet. It is not the strongest magnet out there. Frame lock with a steel lock bar insert. You have titanium pivot collars that have been polished to match the steel. And, ooh, very good detent. I wasn't ready for that. Oh yeah, wasn't ready for that. It's been a couple days since I've handled this one. I don't remember having such a good detent. Lock bar access. Woof, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Am I on the lock bar? Holy cow. I think I might have been on the lock bar a little bit there. I was like, there's no way. Okay, yeah. Now that feels like what I was remembering. I think I was like reaching over too far and hitting the lock bar, so I moved down a little bit. Feels good. It's a solid detent, not as stout as I thought it was when I was skidding off of stuff here a moment ago. Lock bar access, a little tight, but they did a good job kind of radiusing the internals here, or chamfering. I said radiusing. Lord have mercy, chamfering internally here to give you a little bit more access. And they do have this lip sticking down ever so slightly. So it's going to be better if you like to disengage in this manner versus if you like to drop it. If you like to drop it, it's kind of dipping in or cutting into the thumb a little bit. If you like to lift, yeah, that works really well too. Really well as well is what I was going to say. You have race washers with ceramic bearings, Delrin style here in the pivot, so very smooth. Now, I haven't had a chance to play with it when it came in, and you'll probably see that video first. It does seem like it's favoring ever so slightly. I have continued to monitor and check it, and we can do that really quick here just to see if doing anything in the pivot does something for this knife. Okay, it is, nope, it is not captive. So I will need to wait until we're done with this video and try to get the finger bit driver. I was like, what am I trying to say here? The finger bit driver to see if I can adjust anything in the pivot. Wait a second. What? It looks center now. Get out of here. All I did was rotate the pivot a little bit. Maybe it was bound up. Oh, there it goes. Now it's back to favoring. Okay, I was like, hold up. This knife just fixed itself. Took it down to the garage just to do a little cutting on camera for you to demonstrate it. And you know, I didn't realize it, but it looks like this has a Japanese tanto to it. I thought it was a Persian, but it looks like a Japanese tanto. Very slicey. It had a great factory edge, absolutely shredded the cardboard, and it worked really well in the pinch grip. The reason I say that I did notice that it has a little bit of a tanto is because when I finish demonstrating these, because it is passed around and going to another reviewer, I strop it up a little bit just to keep that edge fresh for the next reviewer. I make sure and clean up any tape or anything like that, but I really just didn't notice it until I went to strop it up. It's so subtle. I just thought it was a Persian. I thought it was upswept, but it's got a little bit of a Japanese tanto, Japanese style tanto on there. I thought that was really, really cool. Ergos on here were very comfortable. I am not going to lie, I was a little worried about this tip here. It looked like it was raised, but when I got it in hand down there to cut, I didn't notice that. What I noticed is actually the corners on the flipper tab were sharp, but nothing with the pocket clip at all. But I would have liked them to knock those down just a little bit. I can feel them kind of scratching on the back of my finger is the best way I can think to describe it, but it's not uncomfortable or anything like that. I was very surprised by this. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because it is a Persian, but it worked really well on the detailed cuts, internal relief cuts, so very comfortable, good detent, good tune, just a lot of positives on this one. Let's do some quick size and comparisons, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up with final scoring. All right, guys, we got the QSP Vault, which is more of a medium-sized EDC, and then we have my Spyderco Manix 2 Lightweight, which is more of a full-sized EDC, and as you can see, Deadite is definitely more full-sized in nature. Let's do a couple more, and then we'll grab that scale. All right, I got a couple of my personal favorites that I've been carrying a ton lately. We have the Kansept Deadite, more medium-sized, one of my favorite companion carries here as of late. And we have the CMB Braveman, absolutely banger for the money. And as you can see, it is definitely bigger than both, so more of a full-sized EDC. Let me grab the scale and let's check the weight on the Deadite. All right, scale out. Let's cut it on and see where we are with the Deadite. Coming in at a very respectable 4.3 ounces. Very good weight for a full-sized titanium folder. I do like that. I don't think it has any relief cuts yet. No relief cuts. What it is the titanium is cut down so that they can put the scale on here. And that is where they're probably cutting a lot of the weight for this full-sized folder. Let's go ahead and get the scale out of here and wrap her up. All right, final thoughts and impressions on the Kansept Deadite. All right, I do grade on a scale of 1 to 10, and I take into account ergos, aesthetics, price, and performance, fit, and finish. This one here, very, very good knife for the money. It is a limited run. It looks like they're making 300 of each. This is the second knife that I've seen here in the last few months where they're doing a limited run on the knife here. They are doing S35 VN with a polished belt satin finish. Lock bar insert on the frame lock. I like a lot about this one. My biggest complaint is going to be the sharpness here. The pocket clip on this one works extremely well. No tapping, goes in and out of the pocket nicely, and good retention on the pocket clip. Kansept, for as far back as I can remember, has been absolutely killing it on the pocket clips. Plunge grind here, a little sus. They need to bring it back just a little bit. They got this knockout right, but the plunge grind just needs to come back ever so slightly. So a little knock on that. I'm not a huge fan of the Persian, but if you like it, that may change how you feel about this one. But for me, I'm actually going to go on a score of 8.1. That's how much I like everything else about the knife. If they fix that little bit of sharpness there and they fix that plunge grind, it'll climb up a little bit, maybe by 8.3. But that Japanese style Tanto Persian, not really my style. Love the thin slicey nature of this, and everything else ergonomically very comfortable. And I did take off a little bit too for that slightly tight lock bar access. Keep slipping off of that. I keep wanting to flip it instead of push it. It is definitely a push button. It is not meant to be light switch. I just habit light switch. That's where I'm at with it. Let me know what you thought about the Deadite down in the comments. If you like this one, I am an affiliate, so when you use my link, it helps the channel. Thanks if you decide to do that. Up to you. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be appreciated. If you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe and follow the channel as we continue to grow. And a special shout out and thanks to my channel members. Your support is greatly appreciated. I'm out of here, guys. Love you. Hope you have a great week. Catch you in the next one. Peace.